Channel Japan.
Welcome to Channel Japan. I'm Mai Denizu.
And I'm Yasu Ota.
Every week, we bring you the freshest information out of Japan from a studio here in Tokyo. From the economy to culture and even food, if you want to know what's happening in Japan, this is where you find it. First up is Channel Japan Ranking, in which we rank some of the hottest products and services in the country. Today, we'll be taking you to a popular tourist spot. Previously, we featured Hakone, a well-known hot spring town in Shizuoka Prefecture. Well, this time we visit Kamakura, an area close to Tokyo and perfect for a day trip.
That's right. Kamakura is in Kanagawa Prefecture, right next to Tokyo, and it was a political and economic center up until 820 years ago. It boasts numerous cultural treasures and is a place where you can get a feel for Japanese history.
Well, that's right. So what are the most popular spots in Kamakura? Let's have a look.
Channel Japan Ranking. About an hour by train from Tokyo is a popular tourist spot, Kamakura in Kanagawa Prefecture. For 150 years, from 1185, it was the seat of political power in Japan. And the town still retains the feel of that age, drawing 18 million tourists every year. To find out where to go in Kamakura, we turn to travel magazine Maple, known for featuring tourist destinations across Japan. These are their top 5 recommended sightseeing spots in Kamakura. At number 5, Kotokuin Temple. Our reporters today are Rina and Henri. They first meet up with Ms. Nishiyama, a longtime guide in the area. They pay the $2 entrance fee and head inside. Then,
なんかあるよ。ほら。すごい。すごい。大きいね。
大きいでしょ。
大仏様ですか。こんなに大きいんだ。
in front of them stands an 11-meter tall statue of Buddha. The Great Buddha can be seen from far beyond the grounds. It has been designated a national cultural treasure and is a symbol of Kamakura.
いつ頃作られたものなんですか？
だいたい760年ぐらい前と言われています。
760年前、そんなに古いんですね。
はい。
Ms. Nishiyama points out an interesting fact.
右の頬のあたりをちょっと見てください。
はいはい。右の頬のあたり。
金箔が見えるでしょ。
あれ金箔ですか？本当だ。
はい。昔は全身が金で覆われてたんです。
そうなんですね。全身がですか？
はい。
When built 760 years ago, it's said to have sparkled in gold. She shows us a picture of what it used to look like. Next, they head to...
わあ、大きい。見て見て。多分私と同じぐらいだよ。本当だね。
This is to show visitors just how big the Great Buddha's feet are. They are 1.8 meters in length. The sandals, fashioned from dried rice straw, were made in the hopes that the Great Buddha would walk across Japan and bring happiness to people. We spoke with some tourists from overseas.
Well, we've never seen a Buddha this big.
Sure.
Well, we were just talking about how it's incredible that it was built in the 1200s and it's still so big, and the way that they put it together is
Isn't it?
very impressive. Yeah.
After paying their respects, the two are off to the next spot. At number 4, Tsurugaoka Hachiman Shrine.
人がいっぱいですね。やっぱりすごいですね。わあ、大きいね。綺麗。
This is a major shrine in Japan and one of the oldest. It receives over 2.5 million worshippers during the New Year period every year. It also served as the base of a shogun called Minamoto no Yoritomo, who unified Japan 820 years ago as he began setting up a central government and building a town. Every August, a ritual from those times called Yabusame, or horseback archery, is held here. There's one area visitors to the shrine always stop by: Komachi Street.
ここはどんなところなんですか？
いろいろなお土産が買える場所なので。
The street is lined with over 150 souvenir shops and eateries.
お邪魔します。こんにちは。
They first stop by a shop selling a Kamakura specialty, handmade candy.
すごいリズム感ある。すごい。すごいね。お上手ですね。いただきます。ありがとうございます。
They taste some candy covered in toasted soybean flour called kinako.
おいしい。柔らかい。柔らかいですね。
そうなんです。柔らかい。
かわいい見て。本当だ。万華鏡とかも。
Next, they head inside a souvenir shop selling all kinds of items.
あ、でも昔こういうのしましたもんね。私すごい苦手だってできる？できるかな。
Henri gives it a go for the first time in years.
やってたんだよね。できるか。見て。お、扇子。綺麗ですね。
Our guide, Ms. Nishiyama, introduces us to her top souvenir recommendations for foreign tourists.
まずは第3位。手ぬぐいです。
Tenugui are hand towels that have traditionally been used in Japan. This shop has over 300 types, with designs such as flowers and animals. Especially popular is
見て見て。富士山も。すごい。
this tenugui is printed with a drawing of Mount Fuji done by a famous Japanese artist, Katsushika Hokusai.
第2位はお箸です。
Her next recommendation is chopsticks. At this shop, they offer a certain service to those who buy a pair of chopsticks.
なんでここは人気なんですか？
はい、お名前を入れてくださるからなんです。
あ、じゃあお土産にぴったりですね。
They'll engrave your name so that you can have your own original pair of chopsticks. They decide to get their names engraved as well.
出来上がりました、こちらに。すごい。顔できたんですね。アンに撮ってもらいました。いいお土産だね。
This service is said to be especially popular among foreign tourists.
第1位は鳩サブレです。かわいい。大好き。ね。
Hato sabure are baked butter cookies shaped like a dove. They're a well-known snack from the area and bought by many people who come to Komachi Street. So what does it taste like?
バターの風味がすごい効いていて、サクサクして美味しい。
These tourists have also bought some.
It tastes so sweet, so light, so lovely, unbelievable taste.
These are just some of the souvenirs visitors should check out when they come to Kamakura. As we're walking to our next destination, our guide gives us a suggestion.
次どうするんですか？
はい、次 のところはこの人力車で
人力車やったすごいこんにちは。
ありがとうございます。
In Kamakura, it's possible to get to all the major spots by rickshaw, a common mode of transport in ancient times.
無理だ。
動くあー出発あーすごい楽しいすごい気持ちいいね。あ、でも全然揺れないんですね。
Our reporters relax on a rickshaw en route to our next spot. At number 3, Zeni Arai Benzaiten Ugafuku Shrine.
何があるんだろう。
何があるのでしょうね。
神社ですか。
そうです。ある願い事を
願い事
叶うという神社なんですよ。
どの願い事ですか。
さあ中に入ってみましょう。
楽しみ。
Inside the shrine is a cave where people from across Japan come to make a certain wish.
ここでまず材料をお借りしてください。
材ですか。
はい
こちらですか。
はい。
Before going into the cave, visitors must first borrow a colander. So, what kind of wish is made with this kitchen instrument?
なんか水お水なんかお水をなんかしてますよね。何してるんだろう。なんか洗ってるね。なんだろう。すいません。何をやってらっしゃるんですか。
そうですね。中でここで洗うとお金が増えるっていう話。
お金が増えるんですか。そうなんですか。
だからね、ちょっと。
Legend has it that washing money with the spring water in the cave will grow your wealth. So they decide to give it a try.
わーすごい。お札が濡れてる。初めてだよこんなの。お金増えますように。お金増えますように。
Of course, washing coins is said to have the same effect. At number 2, Asahina Kiritoshi. This is a road carved through a mountain around the mid-13th century to allow the government in Kamakura to transport supplies. It's 8 kilometers long, and there are numerous places where you can see how the mountain was carved out when the road was being built. In more recent times, it has become a popular hiking course. Finally, we unveil our number 1 pick. But before that, our guide Ms. Nishiyama recommends her top sightseeing spots.
わあ、海が綺麗ですね。ねえ、すごいね。
She leads us to Shichirigahama Coast.
今日は世界一美味しいと言われる朝食の食べられるお店をご案内しようと思ってお連れしたんですよ。
世界一。
はい、こちらでございます。
こちら。
はい
はい。
参りましょうか。はい、素敵でしょ。
This is the restaurant that's said to serve the most delicious breakfast in the world.
わあ、おしゃれですね。
Here, with an unobstructed view of the ocean, is where you can have that breakfast.
お待たせしました。オーガニックスクランブルエッグのトッピングすべて乗せたものでございます。どうぞ。
すっごいボリュームですね。美味しそう。
This is the breakfast set, said to be number 1 in the world. It comes with 9 different toppings, including cheese, tomatoes, avocados, sausages, salmon, and bacon. The scrambled eggs, made with a special butter, were featured in the New York Times. It has been called the world's best egg dish. So, how does it taste?
美味しいでしょ。
とろけますね。 すごい生クリームの風味がするんですけど、
そうですね。
バターの風味もすごいして、ですごいもう断層になっていて、めちゃくちゃ美味しいです。
This is another popular dish. Pancakes topped with a special honey butter.
では、ちょっといただきます。本当にバターと蜂蜜がすごい合わさっていて、甘いものが苦手な方とかでもサクッと食べれそうな、パンも本当にふわふわで本当に美味しいですね。
Bill's also has restaurants in Australia and is frequented by many celebrities. One of those is Leonardo DiCaprio, who fell in love with their food while filming in the country. They operate 4 branches in Japan and may be worth a visit if you have the chance. Finally, we unveil the top tourist spot in Kamakura. At number 1, Enoshima Electric Railway. Enoshima Electric Railway connects the 10-kilometer distance from Kamakura Station to Fujisawa. Started in 1902, the trains carry a sense of history and nostalgia and have become a much-loved sight among local people and tourists. Our reporters decide to go on a ride.
わあ、かわいい。やっぱレトロな感じだね。4両編成なんだ。乗ってみましょう。おー、すごい。海見たいね。
The view from the windows is the biggest attraction of this train line.
開けてくるよ。わあ、見てー、すごい。わあ、綺麗、見て見て。キラキラしてる。すごいね。特等席だよ。ね。もうずっと乗ってたいね。私たちがおすすめする鎌倉、皆さんもぜひ来てくださいね。おすすめです。
And those were the top tourist spots in Kamakura.
Well, Ota-san, Kamakura is one of my favorite places to visit, and I especially like the Enoshima Electric Railway.
I like that.
Yes, I can see the beautiful ocean view from the window. Yes.
And the train is very pretty small.
Yes.
It's neat. I love the place where the temple, you can see the big Buddha, great Buddha. It's my favorite place. And you can even go inside of the great Buddha and see how it looks from inside. It's really kind of funny looking.
Well, there are so many interesting places to visit in Kamakura. In the video, we saw Kamakura during the winter, but if you visit during other seasons like spring, summer, autumn, it's possible to experience a completely different atmosphere.
That's right. Have a look over here. Around June every year, you can see 2,500 hydrangea in full bloom at a temple called Meigetsu-in. They become so well known that Meigetsu-in is often referred to as a hydrangea temple.
Those hydrangea flowers symbolize the rainy season in Japan, and they're so beautiful.
It's very beautiful. And the next is this. Around the month of November, you can see the various colors of autumn foliage. One of the most famous spots in Hase Temple, it's a very famous place, which lights up the ground during the evening, so you can enjoy the view after the sunset.
Yes, they're so beautiful. I love autumn foliage. It's something I look forward to every year.
That's right. And Kamakura it also has other attractions that weren't in the clip. One of those is this.
That?
That's right. This is white bait, which sardine fry caught around the area. These are boiled in salt and dried. There's a fishing ban between January and March, but if you are there at any other time, you can have this. This is a raw whitebait ball, which is basically raw whitebait on rice. It's one of the specialty of the region.
Raw whitebait and soy sauce, they're the perfect match.
Perfect.
And there are a lot of restaurants that serve this dish, and it's something that visitors to Kamakura should try out when they're there. Well, after the break, we'll be showing you a popular documentary program. Stay tuned.
Suzuki Way of Life.
Mitsubishi Electric is helping to change the environment for the better around the world.
Green subway systems in India.
Green air conditioning systems in Singapore.
Echo changes for a greener tomorrow. Mitsubishi Electric.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Professional.
Delicate.
Detailed.
Dedicated.
Speedy.
Adaptable.
Creative.
Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
We've just added a new power shovel, and it's great.
Really? Who makes it?
Kobelco.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. And let me tell you, its fuel efficiency is incredible.
Oh.
Kobelco's power shovel delivers more while consuming less. Just like my sweetie.
Don't say that.
And powerful too.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
The search is on to discover the next creative master of Asia. Japan's leading TV and radio network, TBS, brings to you the Digicon 6 Awards, giving visual artists in Asia an opportunity to create their dreams. Whether it's a short drama, animation, or music video, if it's yours, you may be the next winner of the Digicon 6 Grand Prize. For more details, check out digicon6.com. It's time to create your dreams.
You're watching Channel Japan. In our next segment, we introduce you to some popular Japanese documentary programs. Today, it's an episode from Japanese Dream by TBS. Well, it's about the developer of a revolutionary sandbag used to reinforce weak or soft ground.
If a major earthquake hits directly beneath Tokyo, the damage would be catastrophic. The earthquake in northeastern Japan in 2011 caused a phenomenon called liquefaction. There are still no effective countermeasures. However, a seemingly magical bag has been developed that may provide an answer. The bag is unbelievably tough. It is said to withstand the weight of a 70-story building. Even soft ground ill-suited for the construction of buildings and roads can be transformed into a firm foundation. It's also said to be highly effective against earthquakes and noise pollution. It is being seen as a revolution in construction. The developer is 51-year-old Futoshi Nomoto. He is actually a mathematics researcher, a complete novice in the construction field. The concept was born out of mathematical models and common soil.
みんながやってないとかダメだっていうのは逆に可能性ある場合が多いんですよね。
His dream is to support the ground of Japan with a magical bag.
I have a dream.
Mr. Nomoto arrives in a town where the scars of the earthquake in 2011 are still visible.
そうですね。ちょうどおそらく埋め戻しをしてるんで、当時はもうちょっとひどい段差があったと思われますけど、はい。
元の地面の高さはじゃあその
この高さだったんでしょうね。はい。
Mr. Nomoto has brought along his magical bag to demonstrate its use against liquefaction. Packed inside are gravel and soil. This is basically a sandbag, but he says it has traits that go beyond conventional sandbags. 8,000 of them will be laid under the road. This is the first massive project using these bags and may spark a revolution in the field of construction.
これだけの数を見るのは私も初めてですね。やはり対策工法として使ってね、結果が出なければ何もなりませんので。
In an earthquake, the vibrations cause sand to become more densely packed, resulting in land subsidence. Water which filled those spaces is pushed up. The numerous grains of sand in the water float up, turning the ground into liquid-like form. This phenomenon is called liquefaction. So, what are the differences between a building that uses concrete as a foundation and one that uses this new type of sandbag when liquefaction occurs? An experiment is underway to compare the two methods.
じゃあお願いします。
Immediately after the vibrations start, the concrete begins to sink. Meanwhile, the new sandbag doesn't budge. But why? Since concrete doesn't allow water to escape, the water starts to gain momentum and flows toward weak spots. As a result, sand and water gush out to the surface. The liquefied ground is unable to support the concrete, which begins to sink. Meanwhile, the new sandbag has a filtering effect, allowing water to pass but blocking the sand. That keeps it from sinking. Mr. Nomoto's sandbags are already being used in the rebuilding of homes. This is a house in Narashino, Chiba Prefecture. The effects of liquefaction are still being felt. In the aftermath of the earthquake, the road in front of the house caved in, and water and sand spurted out. Several places beneath the house also sank. The house remains lopsided.
地震があるたんびにね、もっとひどくなっちゃうんじゃないかなんて思いましたから。
So several holes were dug beneath the house and filled with the sandbags. They are packed with gravel and tightly closed. A hydraulic jack is placed between the sandbags and house. This setup is used in several places. The aim is to support the entire house in the event of liquefaction.
コンクリートのその基礎部分に透水層の役割を果たす D ボックスがいるものですから、非常にその採液浄化がしにくい状態を建物の下に形成すると。
The sandbags are set and the house is leveled using the hydraulic jacks. The entrance area that seemed on the verge of collapse is lifted. Their son has just come home. The helmet-wearing Mr. Nomoto is constantly flying around the country now, but he originally had no connection to the construction industry. After graduating college, he lived a comfortable life as a mathematics researcher. But 10 years ago, his carefully calculated life was thrown into disarray. His father's construction company was about to go bankrupt. To save the business, Mr. Nomoto gave up mathematics and took over. He felt the company needed a new weapon to survive.
何らかの技術を我々のものにしないといけないっていう思いは何年か前からあってね。ただまあそれはそう簡単な話じゃないですから。
Mr. Nomoto's mathematical mind went into overdrive. Was there a way to make the ultimate sandbag regardless of the ground's firmness? Every night at his desk, he tackled the problem. And finally,
いわゆるこの視点を決めていくことによってね、ある形状が決まるんですけど、そうするとこのいわゆる、逆ベクトルっていうんじゃないけども、そうするとこういう力を与えることによって、一つの座標がねここに生まれると。
By applying a pulling force in this direction, the sandbag may constrict itself. Mr. Nomoto put his theory into shape. He wrapped a square-shaped sandbag with diagonal bands, which are attached with a hook to lift it.
ワイヤーなりアンカーを引っ掛けて上に持ち上げると。このバンドが内側でドリューシを締め付けることによって、形状を維持すると。
This seemingly simple structure conceals Mr. Nomoto's style of mechanics. When the sandbag is lifted, it begins constricting itself exactly according to his calculations. By lifting them up, the bands squeeze the soil inside. That creates a powerful force of particles pushing up against each other. The result is an extremely tough sandbag. Even when lowered to the ground, the hardened soil doesn't loosen. It's said to be strong enough to withstand the weight of a 70-story building. He named this new sandbag D-Box.
ぐっと絞り上げてますから、もう徹底的にこれで硬くなってる。魅力的な形だと思うんですが、そういう風になってますね。
Mr. Nomoto's father was greatly impressed with his son's invention. They were looking forward to turning the company around when he passed away from cancer.
どう思ってるかね、僕のことは。
あまり言葉にはしてませんでしたけど、この D ボックスのこともございますしね、多分一生懸命応援してくれてると思います。
Mr. Nomoto hopes to expand the use of D-Box as a tribute to his father. Liquefaction in the wake of the 2011 earthquake left many roads in shambles. A project to prevent liquefaction is continuing in Kamisu, Ibaraki Prefecture. Concrete that's been removed from the road is reused.
その処理施設で加工して、これをデイボックスの袋の中に詰めるというところですね。だから無駄になるものはまずほとんどないというところですね。いやー、本当に画期的なもんですよね。
It's now time to put these advanced sandbags to work. This is the first major project to use D-Box as a countermeasure for road liquefaction. It is also a big step forward for Mr. Nomoto. 1,000 sandbags, solidly hardened, are laid closely together across the road. A spectacular sight. Mr. Nomoto's dream to put Japan on firm ground is afoot. His mother knows more than anyone else about how hard her son has worked.
今のところあまりにも忙しすぎて、はい、落ち着いてこの会話っていうことが、もう体のことが一番心配です。はい、食事を3食きちんと食べてほしいと思います。
一番苦手なんです。いやいやいや、いろいろ仲間が増えね、期待も増え、その分、やりがいもあるし責任もあるしということでね、ある種の夢っていうんですかね、そういうものを持ち合わせながらうまくみんなで、バランスを取りながらやっていければ、必然的にいい方向に行くんじゃないかなと思いましたね。大変皆さんに感謝してます本当に。
Well, Ota-san, it's amazing how this new sandbag only allows water to pass through.
I agree.
Well, we actually have the D-Box in the studio with us today, and it's the smallest of them, 45 centimeters in length and width. And I imagine we'll be seeing more of this in use in the future.
You're right. In fact, they're already being used to reinforce foundation of roads and homes in about 300 areas damaged during the earthquake and tsunami in 2011. They say 30,000 of those D-boxes have been buried underground.
Ota-san, not only in Japan, but these D-boxes are used overseas as well.
That's right. If you have a look over here, this is a picture taken in Kenya. In Kenya, roads are frequently inundated with water during the rainy season and become extremely muddy. Even after the water receded, the roads are left full of ruts, making it very difficult to transport supplies. A team from Japan recently visited the country and laid those D-boxes underneath the road. So now, even when it rains, roads don't become muddy, and local people simply cover them with dirt, making it possible for people and animals to travel safely.
Well, I know there are so many places in the world that faces the similar problem, so I hope this technology can be used in other places as well. After the break, we'll be showing you a popular economics program. Don't go away.
Just a map and a heart full of courage. Our founders started out with little, but they dared to dream big. Today, our reach is global and our resources extensive, but we still have our eyes on the horizon. With courage, reaching out to the world. Mitsui & Company.
The Norin Chukin Bank has a mission to fulfill. We are committed to the advancement of agriculture, fisheries, and forestry in Japan. Backing the network of our people and communities to help and support one another is a source of pride for us. This is our style of banking. We're banking on trusted networks. The Norin Chukin Bank.
Changing emissions from copper refineries into fertilizer. That is where Sumitomo Chemical got its start. For 100 years, we've been delivering the power of chemistry around the world. And we will continue to help make the world a better place for the next 100 years and more.
My parents work at a really great company, which makes cool computers and LCD TVs. Not only that, they build elevators for skyscrapers and zooming fast bullet trains. My mom designs the company's CT scan systems, which spot diseases. My dad develops power generation systems so people will have plenty of electricity. The company where my parents work is Toshiba.
Has anybody finished doing their pictures?
I have.
All around the world, Toshiba Technology is hard at work, bringing smarter, faster, more sustainable development to life.
When I grow up, I want to work for people.
For a growing future, Toshiba.
For performance without precedent, technology meeting the challenge to be better. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries is a leader in aviation technology. Technology that gave birth to the hollow-head engine valve with enhanced cooling characteristics. It's a quantum leap for automobile engine. Our technologies, your tomorrow. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries.
Asia, the engine of the global economy. Japan, a regional powerhouse. And now, direct from Japan, economic news with a global impact in Chinese and English, delivered by Nikkei. Read the future, lead the economy. Nikkei, Japan's leading media for business.
You're watching Channel Japan. Next, we introduce to some Japanese popular economics program. Today, it's from Gachiri Monday by TBS. The topic is an eyeglass brand called JINS, which is known in Japan for some unique and unconventional eyewear.
Today in Gachiri Monday, we take a look at JIN. They're known in Japan for running a chain of eyeglass shops called JINS. Their eyeglasses have a reputation of being inexpensive and fashionable. The first JINS shop was opened in 2001. In the past 12 years, they've set up 177 shops nationwide. Annual sales exceed $250 million. We had a look at one of their shops. It's crowded with young people and families. This is a common sight. Why has an eyeglass chain become so popular?
とてもセンスが良くてですね。しかも安いと。
このくらいのお手頃の値段で買えれば、普段使うのだったらいいかな。
The attractive designs and reasonable prices are the secret to their popularity. In Japan, most eyeglasses used to carry high price tags, costing several $100s a pair. But JINS offers attractive designs at a reasonable price. This pair costs about $60 with the lens. How are they able to keep prices low? We spoke with JINS executive Mr. Tomita.
簡単に申し上げますと、自分たちでデザインをして自分たちで作って自分たちで販売をする、売るというところで安く作ることができているというふうに考えております。
Typically, eyeglass shops source frames and lenses separately from different manufacturers. They're then put together and sold to customers. Naturally, each company tacks on a profit margin, raising the final retail price. JINS, meanwhile, uses a method called SPA, through which they handle everything from design, manufacturing, and sales. By doing everything in-house, they can keep costs low. JINS is known for low prices, but there's another reason for their popularity. Glasses fitted to the Japanese face.
やはり日本人であったりアジア人と欧米人のそもそもの頭の形っていうのが違うんですね。なので基本的なその日本人の骨格っていうのを考えて、そこから割り出されたサイズっていうものをメガネの中に落とし込んでいこう。
In fact, many eyeglass frames sold in Japan until now were imported from abroad. But they didn't fit Japanese faces. Compared to Japanese people, Europeans and Americans typically have a narrower bone structure and higher nose bridge. When glasses made for Europeans and Americans are worn by Japanese, the temple area can feel constricted and the frame slides off the nose. That's why JINS came up with these.
森本君とこちらが女性で幸代です。
These head models were made based on the average measurements of Japanese people. They used their own data to set the overall size and width of the head, the length to the ears, and the height of the nose. The company designed glasses for them that fit perfectly. The arms are slightly curved to fit the round faces of Japanese people. And the nose pads have been set higher to match the lower bridges of the Japanese. JINS has also scored a number of hits with eyeglasses that have unique functions. This is JINS Moisture. By inserting water into the sides of the lens, they can prevent dry eyes. They have another unique product.
こちらのJINS PC と言われるメガネになります。
JINS PC?
このディスプレイ、この LED の液晶ディスプレイからブルーライトと言われる青い強い光っていうのをこれですと最大約 50% カットする、そういうメガネになります。
Blue light rays from computer screens are said to be harmful to the eyes. So they developed JINS PC, which cuts exposure to these rays by about half. They've gained a reputation for reducing eye fatigue, and sales reached 500,000 pairs in the 1 year since they were launched. These glasses are also different from other products in terms of their money-making potential.
普段メガネをされない方、視力矯正のメガネをされないお客様がお店に、多数いらっしゃっている。
That's because these glasses are a huge hit with people who don't have bad eyesight but need to use a computer at work.
メガネ人口というのが日本国内で約6000万人と言われているので、視力矯正を必要としない方もターゲットになるので、ちょうど倍1億2000万人、日本国民全員がターゲットになりますので。
Double the number of target customers. That's a huge market. JINS' focus isn't just on quality. Their shops also have a secret to making money.
商品を陳列している棚ですね。メガネが一つ一つマス目に、収まっている。
At first glance, it seems random, but there's actually a very specific format. The shelves have 5 rows and 4 columns. This is standard at every JINS shop. The rule is to put glasses with the same color in the rows. Those with the same shape go in the columns. This makes it easy for customers to find the glasses they're looking for. That's also another advantage to this system.
例えばこちら、お客様が手に取ってそうするとここが空いてますよね。どうしても日本人としてはここに置きたくなっちゃう。
When there are no slots, customers will try on glasses and put them back on the shelf randomly, causing a mess. But the slots ensure that customers put the products back in their proper place. That means staff don't need to rearrange them. and the shelf remains orderly for other customers. The person who built up the chain of 177 JINS shops is Hitoshi Tanaka. Originally, he ran a sundries shop in Maebashi, Gunma Prefecture, selling knickknacks such as bags and aprons. So why did he decide to open an eyeglass shop? He was visiting South Korea with a friend when he happened to see a low-price eyeglass shop. That gave him the idea, and in 2001, he opened his first shop in Fukuoka Prefecture. We were given permission to see him in action. Mr. Tanaka first attends a meeting to decide on the company's next advertisement.
チラシのデザインを提案をいただいているので、社長をはじめ皆さんのご意見を伺いたいんですけれども、全額返金っていうのを立たせたバージョンと、トライという部分を立たせた案の2パターンあります。
Apparently, they're trying to decide whether to use a more easily understandable Japanese phrase or a catchier English word. But the opinions are split. Then,
表紙の方はやっぱりトライよりも全額返金、もう日本語で言っちゃった方が分かりやすいよ。
the president decides without hesitation.
とにかくスピードですね。もうスピードに勝る競争力はないと。
Speed and not hesitating are what he values above all. Once the meeting is over, Mr. Tanaka quickly leaves the building to catch a taxi. Where's he going?
これからちょっとお店の方に行こうと思ってます。
He is going to inspect his shops, something he does regularly. He gets off the taxi down the street from the shop and approaches slowly.
外から見るともう大体わかるんですよね。うまくできてるかどうかっていうのは。
Casually peering in from the outside, Mr. Tanaka notices something.
少し雨の雨だれの跡がちょっと出てますね。
The white section above the shop sign catches his eye. Next, he steps inside. He carefully checks the display shelves. Suddenly, he stops. What's wrong?
店長ちょっといい？ほら髪の毛とかさ、掃除機みたいなので綺麗にした方がいいんじゃないかな。
かしこまりました。
ね。
He points to a single strand of hair inside the square. He is very meticulous. And in front of the cash register,
段ボールそこ置きっぱなしにするの。お客様から見えるよね。
そうです。
だからすぐにやっぱりもう見えないところに移動してください。わかりました。
Mr. Tanaka continues to look around. He says if you overlook small things, they pile up, and the shop appears disorderly. That's why it's important to get the little details right. This meticulousness may be the reason JINS is succeeding.
Well, Ota-san, the secret to JIN's success seems to be their ability to come up with so many ideas for such a simple product.
I agree.
Well, we have some of them in studio today. First is this JINS PC, which we have introduced in the video. Yes.
Okay, looks like a regular glasses.
Very light. Interesting. Everything looks a little yellow.
That's right. They are actually fitted with the lens that have a light brown tint in order to reduce the blue light from computer displays.
I see.
If you look over here, The right side of these glasses doesn't have a lens, while the left side has a JINS PC lens. You can see it block out the blue light. They can reduce these harmful rays by up to 50%.
Wow.
Those glasses are being used in other situations as well. Take a look at this. This is those people working in the radiology department of the hospital in Kyoto.
Wow.
They adopted the JINS PC glasses to reduce strain of their eyes, since they frequently have to look at the X-ray and MRI images.
Well, everything is becoming digital and everyone's always looking at one screen or another. So I imagine these glasses can be useful in other fields as well.
That's right.
And also, Ota-san, there are other pairs of functional glasses.
This one looks a bit different from regular ones.
These came out in January, and it blocks out pollen for allergy sufferers. Well, as you can see, these glasses fit right into your face, and there are almost no space between the frame and your face. And they say they can reduce pollen exposure of your eyes by up to 93%. Ota-san, what do you think about these glasses?
They're very snug.
Well, that's right. And I think they're fashionable too.
Yeah, you look so nice with that.
Thank you. Well, they also come in sunglass type, and they also have ones for kids. Well, that's all for this edition of Channel Japan. We have much more in store for you, so don't forget to tune in next week.
Hey, look at this. They're building a huge steel plant with Kobelco technology.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. They can make iron with incredible speed. What once took 8 hours can be done in just 10 minutes.
Wow, the Japanese are incredible. The country of karate.
Ha! 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 Karate has nothing to do with it.
True. The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Traditional.
Consistent.
Precise.
Professional.
Delicate.
Detailed.
Dedicated.
Speedy.
Adaptable.
Creative.
Innovative.
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC. Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
Habitat for many species threatened by extinction, it also protects local communities from cyclones and mudslides. By protecting nature, we help protect a way of life.
Panasonic is active in tree planting and many other environmental initiatives worldwide. Panasonic, ideas for life.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
Channel Japan. Direct from Tokyo to the world. Get the latest stories from Japan as they happen on the ground. Business, fashion, culture, and food. Everything you need to know about the hottest trends across the country. Channel Japan.